What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Jess Nichole here. In today's video, we are going to be doing a Smith machine glute workout. So this is a great workout if you want to get a quick glute pump in, but you are limited on equipment because all you need for this workout is a Smith machine. Before we get started, make sure you follow me on Instagram at the Jess Nichole and my fitness page at Jess Right Fitness. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we're gonna keep it simple to start. We're gonna start with a compound workout. If you guys don't know, a compound workout is a workout that incorporates more than one muscle group. So I like to start with this so that we can warm up the body completely before we start doing more isolated workouts. So first and foremost, we're just gonna start with a basic, regular, traditional back squat. So I would say load up the Smith machine with whatever weight that you can comfortably do 10 to 20 reps. I'm gonna keep it light for the purpose of this video so I don't tire myself out and I can give you guys some good content. So just to keep things light and simple, I'm gonna do a 10-pound on each side. But again, whatever weight you are comfortable with lifting 10 to 20 reps. And of course, you can always change it as you are switching the exercise. But we're gonna start with 10 pounds on each side. The bar itself is about 45 pounds of resistance. So I've got about 65 pounds of resistance, give or take. So beginning with the squats, we're gonna go ahead and get under the bar. With the squats, we're doing a traditional back squat. So you wanna keep the feet a little bit over shoulder width apart. Keep a slight bend at your knees the entire time. Get the bar right in between, on top of the shoulder blades, I would say. Let's go ahead and lift up and release. So with this, we are sending the hips back and squatting into what is similar to a seated position. Good one. Make sure you're engaging the glutes at the bottom, keeping the core tight. That'll help keep your body stable and overall just a more effective workout. So you can do anywhere from 10 to 20 reps since this is our first set of the day. Alrighty guys, we just finished up our back squats. Now we're gonna go into our front squats. So doing our back squats, obviously we are more focused on our posterior chain and our glutes, but now switching to front squats, we are more focused on the anterior chain and we are gonna be doing more quads. So in order to get into the front squat, you wanna bring the bar in front of you instead of behind you. And there's a lot of different ways that people hold the bar. Some people hold it like this. That personally would up my wrist. So I'm just gonna do a little tabletop. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it. And go ahead and lift the weight up. Same thing, you wanna have the hips or the feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart. Send the hips back and sit into your squat. Keeping the core tight and engaged. Can definitely feel this in my quads. Okay, now that we have finished our front squats, we're gonna go into sumo squats. So this time, we're gonna bring the bar back behind us, like we did in our traditional squat, but the difference between the first squat we did and this squat is with a sumo squat, you wanna take your feet a lot wider and possibly even point the toes out a little bit. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Not everyone can go as wide as this, but for me, this is what feels better to me. I like to do sumo squats because it obviously is a great focus on the glutes, but it also brings a focus to the inner thighs as well. So, same motion, just different stance. So go ahead and put the bar on your back, right above your shoulder blades. Keep the feet nice and wide. Point the toes outward if that feels good to you, and lower down into your squat. Alrighty guys, we are done with our squats. I should probably mention that this is in no particular order. These are just a bunch of different glute workouts that you can do on the Smith machine. So feel free to take any of these workouts and apply them to your routine however you see fit. So the next workout that we're gonna do on our Smith machine is gonna be good mornings. So this is gonna be focused on your hamstrings and on your glutes and a little bit of your lower back too. So with good mornings, you wanna take your feet, again, slightly shoulder width apart, even maybe a little more if that feels good to you. Keep a slight bend in your knees at all times. That's really important. Do not lock your knees out. And with this is gonna be very much of a hinging motion. So you're not sending the butt down by any means. You're just sending your butt backwards and you're hinging at the hips like so. Wow, my hamstrings. Say hello, hamstrings. Say I love you, hamstrings. Good morning, hamstrings. And yeah, so with this workout, this is pretty low intensity, but it's really good for the hamstrings. You really want to focus on muscle-mind connection here and just think about the lengthening of your hamstrings as you go down and then contracting as you come back up. So again, we'll do about, I'd say 10 to 15 reps here. All right guys, finishing up with the RDLs, now we're gonna move into lunges. So now we're kind of moving into bilateral movements. So we're gonna do the right leg first and then the left leg. Lunges are a staple leg workout move. Definitely recommend adding them to whatever muscle group you're trying to hit in your legs. Because again, this is kind of a compound workout. It does work more than one muscle. So for me, being that you're on a Smith machine and you're kind of like set and stable, I'm just gonna kick one foot back. Since I'm starting on my right leg, I'm gonna kick my left leg back. Get up under the bar. And that's really it, just lower from here. Good, 1, 2, Okay guys, now that we have done our squats, we've done our lunges, we've done our good mornings, we're gonna move into more of deadlifting style movements. So for this, I'm gonna lower the bar and bring it to the ground. All right, guys, I lowered the bar, but then I realized that there's a stopper here that keeps me from getting all the way to the ground. So I am actually gonna put a bench in front of the Smith machine just so I can stand on it and give me a little bit more elevation so that I can do my deadlifts. Hopefully you guys don't have to use a bench, but if you do, you could use a bench, you could use boxes, steps, whatever your gym has. I would assume if you have a Smith machine, you probably have access to those too. So I do apologize, I told you all you needed was a Smith machine and a great attitude, but clearly I lied, you might need a bench. So it's similar to the RDLs in the sense that you're gonna be hinging with your hips back, except with an actual deadlift, you are gonna be putting your ass more to the ground. So it's gonna be like this motion, similar to a squat and an RDL. It's basically a squat, except you're picking weight up off the floor, right? Okay. So again, my feet are more than shoulder width apart, toes are pointed out, and let's get it. Okay, and now we are moving into RDL, so it's gonna be the exact same setup as the Sumo Deadlift. So remember when we did good mornings, the stance is gonna be very similar. You wanna keep your feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart, keep a slight bend in your knees. The bar is gonna be right here in front of you, so you're gonna hinge forward, send the hips back, keep the chest up, keep the gaze forward, feeling that stretch in your hamstrings, and then slowly use your hamstrings and your glutes to bring you back up. Make sure you're squeezing, and then lower back down. So that's an RDL. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, now that we have done our RDLs, we're gonna do single leg RDL. So this is basically the exact same movement, except we are isolating one leg. So this will just give you a little bit more focus. Only do this if you have good balance. So you're basically doing the same thing, except I'm gonna have one leg, and some people just do a B stance, but because I'm gonna be on this bench, I'm gonna have to lift my leg up. So you can do a B stance by just keeping that leg bent behind you, or you can lift the leg up. So it's gonna be the same motion. Bar is in front of me, hinging at the hips, lowering down, keeping the chest forward, keeping your core engaged. So it's gonna go exactly like that, but on the Smith machine. I'm gonna start with my left leg. Okay guys, so that concludes our Smith machine glute pump workout. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Again, let me reiterate, this video is not in any specific order. These are just a bunch of glute workouts that you can do, and all you need is a Smith machine and possibly a bench. But with all that being said, make sure you like the video, drop a comment, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.